What's up, toilet ducks? Today's topic is a great drummer. And I'm officially done with anything that I could possibly say nice about him. He is a musician, he caught mild internet infamy a few years back, has hosted podcasts, sabotaged other people's podcasts, and truly doesn't, in any single way whatsoever, give a shit about anything. Well, besides the flat earth and fingerboarding. Welcome, listener. This is The Internet is a Toilet. Joey Herbz and I go way back. This is the first time I'm covering somebody I know in real life that isn't named me. We've been in bands together, put out multiple albums together, we've even lived together. I've seen him get into fights with complete strangers. Once, the owner of a music venue literally threw an empty keg at him. He'll say that he didn't do anything wrong, but as you're about to learn, wrong to most isn't necessarily wrong to Mr. Herbz. Joey Herbz is what anybody that knows him calls him, but it's also the name that he raps under, Herbz, with a Z, making it almost impossible to uniquely find him on the internet. Even though it's one small letter, if you try Joey Herbz with an S on Google or Spotify, absolutely nothing comes up. You'd think it would be close enough, especially for Spotify or freaking Google, but no. And speaking of Spotify, he does get plays. He has triple the amount of monthly listeners that Stevie Lynn Lindner, topic of episode 23, has. Triple the amount! Stevie has 1 monthly listener, and Mr. Herbz, with a Z, has 3. He has more tattoos than monthly listeners, and I will list them for you now. Nautical stars, a Blink-182 logo, a 2-point perspective of the ocean that looks like a vagine, an upside-down cross that his uncle did with a broken liquor bottle, a nun smoking a cigarette shooting herself in the head, and the word puke tattooed on his knee, where his previous tattoo of the word pubes in hot pink had faded. Puke is in dark green though, so it'll probably be around for a while. But going back to his 3 monthly listeners, I really shouldn't be laughing. If you look up my most recent solo project on Spotify, Hank Sinatra Jr., it says that I have 0 monthly listeners, so fuck me. Let's take a quick listen to a couple of his rap music songs.
There's an entire army of Satan's demons awakened, preaching invaded personal space, point blank range, erasing feelings, and that's the reason that I don't give a fuck if it does with the blood till the visitors visit us.
It's not bad. I'm just getting that feeling in my stomach that I got when I watched the rape scene in Clockwork Orange.
Redefine many thoughts caught up in concentration, divine corporate trinity, cold sore on the corporation. Nazi paperclip, propaganda pack, cartoons, Donald Duck paying taxes, stack the revenues.
Maybe Joey just needs to relax a bit. I'd tell him to sit back and take a breath, but he's breathing plenty. And say you're searching for him on the internet and you just happen to remember the Z and you spell Joey Herbz correctly.
Now me be boss, but let me tell y'all something.
That's right. That is another Joey Herbz with a Z from Nigeria. A little easier on the ears. So yeah, great drummer, good rapper. He's been in probably a dozen bands, toured a bit, but never really got any notoriety from any of that. So why is he on this show? His YouTube channel.
Yo, what's up, degenerates? Oh, Dick, check out the ponytail. Alright, we're going to the bank. We're gonna fucking get money for which is pretty cool. I like it. It's a good drug. It's called a drug for a reason. If it wasn't a drug, it would just be called food.
Gee, I'm not sure what he said there. I didn't censor that, he did. But the name of this video, in all caps, is Getting Money for C______E. And this next part is literally him withdrawing money from his bank's ATM for C______E. How could this possibly go wrong?
Let's do this. 60. Insufficient funds? What are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? We appreciate your business. You didn't give me any business. All right, let's try her again. We'll go for 40. We'll see if we get 40. All right, she's inserted. The 40. No receipt. Go green. I'm going green. I'm trying to reduce the world's carbon. Georgia Guidestones. There she goes. She's printing out, baby. Woo!
So, yeah, that's the kind of content you'll find on his YouTube channel. His most popular video is him trying to pop an abscessed tooth. I didn't even try to watch that. But, like I had previously said, he did see a little bit of quasi-infamy a few years back. What for, you ask?
Pissing in random places. Part 1, I'm at the seawall in Oakland Beach. I'm pissing in a cup.
Pissing in random places. And then...
Let's dump it, dump it out.
Pouring the pee out. And then...
I'm going to review the piss spot. This piss spot gets, I don't know, I'd say 5 out of 10 piss bottles.
In May of 2019, Joey started a new web series called Piss Spots, where he would pee, most of the time, dump it out, most of the time, and then give it a rating out of piss bottles, most of the time. So the show doesn't really have an exact format. Sometimes no amount of planning can help a premise. You just gotta roll with it.
Episode 2 of Piss Spots. I'm on a random road. I'm pulling my dick out. I'm on a random road. I'm gonna piss in this monster can.
You never know when you're gonna be struck with inspiration or the sudden urge to piss. Why not both?
I pissed on myself. Yeah, 7 to 8 piss bottles.
Episode 1 came out on May 12th, 2019, and then followed by Episode 2, uploaded on May 17th, 2019. 2 in 5 days. He was on a roll, but months went by. The new year was upon us, and still no piss spots. Probably because they each had about 20-30 views. But then, something magical happened.
Yeah, 7 to 8 piss bottles.
Wow.
Well, that was a really cool video.
Now there's a cool guy.
Wow.
Wait, what episode is this?
This is episode 2.
The Your Mom's House podcast featured episode 2 of Piss Spots. The next week, they went back and watched episode 1. Tom Segura even brought it on Dr. Drew.
This is the last episode of Piss Spots. He hasn't posted since.
Oh my God, what happened
And
to
we
him?
think there may have been perhaps an arrest in his life.
Oh.
And that was the kind of inspiration that Joey Herbz with a Z needed. It was February 7th, 2020. It had been 266 days since a new episode of Piss Spots had been uploaded. And by gosh, by golly, the gods of YouTube and public urination gifted us with the triumphant return of Piss Spots, Episode 3.
All right, we got it set. I'm resting the camera on an old ramen noodle cup. Episode 3. I'm gonna review a piss spot. I gotta piss so bad here. It's so bad. Bud Ice bottle right here. All right.
Only the best content from Joey Herbz with a Z.
All right. Today's spot, my bedroom. I would say if you're gonna use a bottle or a can or whatever with a small hole, it's not necessarily the size of your dick. The accuracy relies in the destination of your piss stream. So, you have to be able to get the piss in the hole. It has nothing to do with putting your head in the hole, which I think is a big misconception. The big misconception is, oh, he's pissing in this, but I just got piss on the floor. That's alright, we'll use this Taco Bell bag and we'll fucking wipe her up.
So, I mean, at least he's not pissing in public anymore.
Alright, we're back for another episode. I'm at Greenwood Liquors in the back parking lot.
Okay, well, scratch that. Maybe it's just after hours, or the store's not busy.
People are pulling into the parking lot. fuck.
And episode 4 was the last episode to be featured on Your Mom's House. It must have been cut due to time and not content. I mean, it's not like a premise like this could get stale. Come on, I'll prove it. Episode 5 was a lot of fun.
Alright, I'm gonna just piss. I'm gonna chug a beer. We're also in a historical cemetery.
Episode 6 was in broad daylight at a public park on a roof.
Got it, park. I'm on a roof. I'm gonna piss. Oh, this is like a lot of people. This is like people watching this shit.
And who could forget the episode at the backyard bonfire?
Whole thing. Ow, ow, ow! Fuck! Ugh! Ugh! Fucking burn my shit.
Sometimes the best sounding ideas look alright on paper, and then they just don't work out as planned in real life.
I tried to piss in the can while running. It's really hard.
Oh, here's a fun clip taken completely out of context.
I got Infowars Toothpaste.
So even though Tom and Christina had stopped playing piss spots on Your Mom's House, he was still making new episodes, and they were getting like 1,000, 2,000 views each. Not bad. So he had to capitalize on the semi-fame.
I got merch. Link will be in the description. I'll show you the shirt. I probably should have wore it. Check it out. Hold on. We'll figure her out. Piss spots. And then at the bottom, I give it 5 out of 5 piss bottles, which I don't think I actually have ever done.
Previously on Piss Spots.
I give it 5 out of 5 piss bottles.
And also previously on Piss Spots.
And that's it. I give it 5 out of 5 piss bottles.
Today's mini segment comes from YouTuber Matt Graff. He's been on YouTube for almost 16 years and had a whopping 7 subscribers when I found him. Now he has 8. The video we'll be looking at today was uploaded in August 2011 and has just over 5,000 views. This one is a hidden gem. Ladies and gentlemen, keeping the theme of dark hip-hop that makes you feel uneasy, I give you one of my favorite new finds. Fruit Roll-Up, the Fruit Roll-Up's rap song.
Roll up. I like cherry. Roll up. Cause I bought it. Roll up. Strawberry. Roll up. If you got it. Roll apricot up. And blueberry. Roll up. Now that's roll up. My fruit roll up. Roll up. Or else I quit.
Roll up. What a hook. The unenthusiastic hype track in the background is perfectly mixed and executed. And I have never wanted a cherry or strawberry fruit roll-up in my life more than I do now. But apricot and blueberry? Now that's shit. So we've heard the hook, but the title promised rapping, and I want rapping.
Tell me what's that sticky treat that rolls up so good? You big ghetto fresh boy, we eat that back in the hood. We roll 5 up on our fingers and we make the claw. I'm aligned with a claw and I put it in my jaw and I gnaw on my paw. Ha ha ha, where'd you get that fruity snack that's on the wrapper roll? Multicolored, multi-flavored, will just suck your soul. What in the world is in that cart? What you got in that cart? I break some hearts before I start. In my cart I got a pack of sweethearts and my Pop-Tarts.
Wow, he's really good at that fast rapping, huh? He's just a regular old Tech N9 knee. And now we have reached the part of the podcast where I play clips of Joey Herbz on other podcasts, doing only what Joey Herbz with a Z could do, completely sabotage them. And it starts right out of the gate.
I'm John Stenning, and that is the voice of
Infamous.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, do you like Infamous?
Joey Herbz. Is that your new name? Infamous?
That's my new rap name.
Infamous?
Lord Infamous.
Infamous Herbz.
YNFAMUS.
Yeah. I prefer a hard R in there, like.
Don't say hard R, please.
No?
We're only 2 minutes in.
Well, yeah, we'll continue.
Yeah, we will continue.
Okay.
Thanks for your blessing.
Yeah, no problem.
You're done with that fucking part of the conversation because you put yourself in a fucking corner and said something dumb as shit.
Corner. I'm just trying to restrain myself so you don't fucking flip out on me like you're doing.
It's not hard.
Oh my God.
Anybody out there in podcast land looking to book their next best guest? Well, you can find him on Twitter. Just search up Full Blown AIDS.
All right, John. Listen, John. What I want is I want
closer and closer to me as he says this.
I want a very ugly fat woman to take a very dull knife and slice my throat while I'm outside in the snow, so my hot blood seeps into the snow and creates steam. And as I fall asleep in blissfulness, I smell that steam.
Steam doesn't smell. You're smelling
You
the
can
blood.
smell steam.
You'd be
Come on.
smelling the blood.
Yeah, the steam of the blood. Because I'm... you get it. Come on, you get it. You can smell
Your
blood.
blood's like 98 degrees.
All right, next
That's
question.
steam.
John.
Next question.
To be fair, he was just answering the interviewer's question. He was asked how he wanted to die. But this next clip, I'm pretty sure, wasn't part of the normal format of the show.
This is turning into a shit show real quick.
Yeah, of course. Dude, you're going to have me on your podcast. It's going to turn into a shit show. You're not taking any structure in this podcast. You haven't asked me any questions other than the first one. Where's your hosting skills?
I mean, you're calling me out for not being a good host. You're rambling. Where am I even going to get
You're supposed to keep me on track.
Am I even going to get honest answers out of
You're
you?
supposed to keep me on track. That's what the host does.
You tread the line of like realism and bits.
And you tread the line of bits and realism. So keep me on a steady path, bro. That's what you're supposed to do as a host.
Like I said, you can find him on Twitter if you want to have him on your podcast. No matter the genre or format, he's got all sorts of fun anecdotes, like this one.
You're definitely one of the leaders of the Deadpool. I mean, like you always have been.
What's a Deadpool?
Didn't you have a heart attack when you were like 22
21.
years old? You had a heart attack.
Yeah, from blow.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, it was all right.
Are you still...
It was a fun experience, though. It
was a fun experience. Fun is the word you'd use?
I mean, it was an experience.
It was an experience.
I mean, for the first,
Did
initial...
you learn anything?
What? No.
What a story, Mark.
What surprised you less? The Infowars toothpaste or the heart attack at 21? Or the fact that he's still taking over this other dude's podcast and calling him out for being a shitty host?
It's not... there's no, there's no line of thought.
You're the host. That's on you.
No, it's not. It's on you.
It's on me. As the guest of this podcast, I'm totally going to mainline it. I have all my questions prepared for the host.
You did not come in here willing to be like a...
How good of an idea would that be?
Listen
to
this.
No, listen. You do a podcast. Listen, you do a podcast where your guest provides the questions.
You do that podcast. What the fuck do I need to do?
No, I'm just saying, not you. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, it's a fine idea. Go pitch it to the people like Gimli Media.
Oh, here we go. All right, you getting mad at me again?
No, I'm not mad.
This sounds like two child brothers fighting over seats at the dinner table. There's the older one that completely doesn't care and is just poking the little one that has his initials carved in the seat, just for the sheer fun of it.
You getting mad at me again?
No, I'm not mad.
There's still much more of that, but we've got a few more things to get to. As he briefly mentioned in one of those previous clips, he dabbles in conspiracy theories and all things paranormal.
So growing up, I was severely into paranormal research, like UFOs, aliens, extraterrestrials, abductees. I specifically loved contactees.
Before we go too deep, I want to tell you a true story that's about 13 years old or so. He was telling me about this video he found where a family is staying in a cabin in the mountains. They go for a walk, find a UFO, spot some aliens, and then the hilarity ensued. Not in the video. The video's quite terrifying. The hilarity was that Joey Herbz was showing me this video as proof, and then at the end, boom, credits. Written and directed by, starring, blah blah blah. But since then, he's done his research, he knows his stuff, he even made an educational video once for his top 5 most controversial conspiracy theories. And I offer you this shortened version.
Number 1. The hollow sun theory. The sun will shrink, cool, and collapse upon itself like a giant balloon containing no interior core. Number 2. Phantom time hypothesis. Is it possible that history books are completely wrong? Have we been fed lies our entire childhood in school? Number 3. Dino Hoax. Many people actually believe dinosaurs have never existed and that fossils are actually fabricated. Number 4. The Hollow Hoax.
The hollow what? I thought he said
The Hollow Sun
was number 1.
Although the subscribers to this theory are not outright dismissing the Holocaust as a whole, they are saying essentially that it was a bit over-exaggerated.
Oh.
Number 5. The Flat Earth Theory.
Pause. The Flat Earth Theory. This one seems to be his favorite, and he's got a couple of videos just about Flat Earth.
I wanted to... I don't even know where to start.
Great start.
I've been getting into the whole Flat Earth theory. It's very interesting. I've always known that NASA is bullshit, basically, so the model projected by NASA I always felt was a little fucked up.
Okay, that's enough. I just wanted to play you some of the serious content that he puts out. He doesn't just piss in bottles and piss people off. He educates as well. And even though we kind of started the episode talking about music, I would like to end talking about music as well. Not Joey Herbz with a Z, the rapper. Not even the band in which he plays every instrument, Other Life Forms, with a Z. Also 1 monthly listener on Spotify. Let's talk about the band Brunt of It. Once upon a time, I was the guitar player for Brunt of It, and for a not too short stint, Joey Herbz was the drummer. Blah blah blah, time passes, and years later, I was no longer in the band, and neither was Joey. In 2012, they released an album called All Aboard the Cannabis, because they toured in a little short bus and smoked a lot of pot. Get it? Well, the first track on the album, Listerine, is their ode to the infamous Joey Herbz. The title came from a short stint where Herbz was drinking mouthwash on the reg. Like, to get fucked up. And whether or not that's true, a lot of the song did take some poetic license. Although he may not have done everything the song says, it's like one of those based on a true story movies. Let's take a peek at some of those lyrics inspired by our friend Joey Herbz. And even though I do love me some Brunt of It, for clarity and lyrical comprehension, I've invited our friend Teresa from Bad Poets Society to read some of these lyrics for us.
What you see is what you get. With this degenerate. Dogs are for kicking. Bars are for fighting. Stealing donations. That miserable prick. He's straight out mean. Bad to the bone. Some people change. We're sure he won't. The times are getting tougher. His wallet's getting lighter. As odd as it may seem, Joey's drinking Listerine.
And before we wrap things up today, I have a secret that I'm finally ready to tell. On January 18th, 2020, I composed the following email. The subject line was Piss Spot's video and the body read like this. Enjoy this video gem. And then I shared the link of episode 2. That email went to yourmomspodcast@gmail.com. I sent that video to your mom's house over 2 years ago. Surprise! And you're welcome. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Bandcamp were all utilized for this episode, therefore proving that the internet is a toilet. Make sure to check out the website toilet.show for links to socials, merch, and more. And while there, you can support the show and sign up for our Patreon and get all of our bonus audio for $1 a month. Please rate and review wherever you do such podcast things, and get in touch. Tell me about some shitty shit on the internet that you know about that I may not. But, until then.
Bye, have a great time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you today's Smool.com karaoke compilation. For more terrible karaoke, go to Smool.com. That's Smool. smule.com.
Nice. I love it when you rap. It's great. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
American woman, I know you planned it. I'ma set his cake to swat again. I can't stand working when I'm in here. Cause your crystal balls is a crystal clear, so
Why you sit back there and wonder why? I got this fucking thorn in my side.
Oh my god, it's a mirage. I'm telling you all is sabotage.
I'm Kirsten Gray. So listen up, cause you can't say nothing. You shut me down, you push up your fucking butt.
I'm out and I'm gone. I tell you now, I keep it on and on.
Come knocking around my door. I don't wanna see your shadow no more. Colored lights, they hypnotize. Sparkle someone else's eyes. What you see, you might not get. We come mad, you don't get upset. Cause you're screaming the thing is a mirage. I'm telling you now, it's sabotage. Can't you hear the Valley Girl princess? Very cool. Boop, boop. I got ideas, but I'm too poop. Hey, it's called life. I'm exhausted. I've had time for stuff that I want to do. But tell me, interest.
Our backs are now against the wall.
Listen, all of you all is sabotage.
Listen, all y'all, it's sabotage. Sabotage. Listen, all y'all, sabotage. I can't stand it. I know you're playing it. But I can't stand rocking women in this place because I feel disgraced because they're all out of face.
But make no mistakes and switch up my channel. I'm body rich when I fly up the hello.
What could it be? It's a mirage. You scheme another thing that's sabotage.
That's as good as it's gonna get.
Hey, come on. That's good. That's it. Thank you.